Okay, I'm going to talk about another loan program again today. I just love talking about programs that can help you home buyers become homeowners. So have you ever heard of the FHA 203K loan? Well, if you haven't, today I'm going to tell you everything you need to know about this great loan that allows you not only to finance your home mortgage, but it also allows you to finance any renovation costs in order to get your new home up to par and in good and livable condition. So I'm going to break everything down to you in today's video. My name is Cherilyn Williams. I am a local Chicagoland realtor helping home buyers attain their dreams of home ownership by providing real estate tips and education to help home buyers navigate the exciting process of buying a home. And if you need help with any of your real estate needs in the Chicago area, please reach out to me. My contact information is always located in the description. And also, please do me another favor by hitting the like button, comment, share, and subscribe to my channel for weekly real estate content that will help this video get out to all the wonderful people out there that desire to become homeowners and want to build generational wealth. Okay, so what is the FHA 203K loan? The FHA 203K loan is often referred to as the FHA 203 Rehab loan, and the name of the loan tells you exactly what the loan is used for. This loan allows you, a home buyer, to finance not only the mortgage, but you can also finance any remodeling or repairs for your new home, and it's all combined into one single loan. And if you think that sounds great, listen to this. You can also use this loan to finance up to 6 months of mortgage payments while you live elsewhere during renovations. Now, this sounds pretty fantastic. And just like with a regular FHA loan, this is a government insured loan by the Federal Housing Administration and is only offered by FHA approved mortgage lenders. So you have to find a lender that works specifically with the FHA 203K loan because not every lender does. With this loan, there's also a requirement to pay FHA mortgage insurance, just like you would with a regular FHA loan. With FHA, regardless if it's a regular FHA or an FHA 203K loan, if you put down a lower down payment amount, like less than 20%, you have to make a payment for a primary mortgage insurance to the lender, which protects the lender in case you default on the loan. So be aware of that. Now, there are two types of FHA 203K loans, okay? One type is called the limited 203K, and the more popular one of the two is the standard 203K loan. Both of these loans are excellent in helping you to buy a home that may need a little fixing up, but they allow you to buy a home at a reasonable price compared to market value homes where the home prices right now anyway are overinflated. So now let me break it down and explain the key differences between these two great loans. First, let's talk about the limited 203K loan. The limited 203K loan is designed only for minor improvements. So this would be any type of improvement that is non-structural or more cosmetic in nature. So if you were buying a home that would need like maybe some painting or getting some new appliances or installing new flooring, you would want to apply for the 203K limited loan. With this loan, there is no minimum cost requirement, and the maximum loan amount that would be given is $75,000. So that could really help you to fix a home up very nicely. And getting qualified for the limited loan is a lot easier because the renovations that you will be doing will be more cosmetic in nature. So there's nothing structural with the limited loan. Also with this loan, there is less paperwork, which helps in getting you qualified easier. Now, the standard 203K loan, which is the most popular one, is designed for more extensive jobs. So this means if you have a home that needs more structural work, like adding an addition or needing a new roof or plumbing, this would be the loan that you would want to shoot for. For this one, there is no minimum loan amount, and the loan limit for the standard 203K depends on the FHA loan limits for the county where the property is located. Now, one thing you need to know is that this loan does not cover any luxury renovations, such as if you wanted a swimming pool or a fancy outdoor kitchen or a sauna or jacuzzi tub or satellite dishes. These things will not be covered with the standard 203K loan. Now, with both loans, you must work with a licensed contractor that specializes in FHA loans. So if you're thinking like, oh, I know how to do a little work, or oh, I know a Joe Schmo that's a handyman that knows how to do some work. That's not going to fly at all. Your lender is going to require that you use a licensed, insured, and bonded contractor that has experience working with FHA 203K loans to do the work on your new home. Also, with the renovations, FHA will require there to be a consultant who will come every month to do inspections and to make sure the contractor is doing good work and that they are meeting the timelines of work completion. Okay, now with both loan types, you can either have a 15-year or a 30-year fixed rate mortgage or an adjustable rate mortgage known as an ARM. And the amount you can borrow will really depend on your income and your credit score. Now, the amount borrowed must always be within the FHA loan limits for the area in which the home is located. Now, I'm going to talk about the requirements for these two loans. And if you are liking what you're hearing so far about these two types of loans, I would suggest that you find a pen and get out a piece of paper to jot down some notes. Or you can just refer back to this video later on in the future. Okay, so for these loans, you must be the owner occupant of the home, and you must live in the home during or after your renovation for at least 1 year. So this loan cannot be used for investors who desire to fix up properties to flip or turn into long or short-term rentals. Now, I have heard that some nonprofit organizations might be allowed to use a 203K loan, which is pretty cool. And what's really neat is that you can use down payment assistance, or you can get gift funds from your family or friends to supplement the cost of these loans, which can be very helpful to you. Okay, now let's talk about what your credit score needs to be. Our favorite part, right? The dreaded credit score. Now, don't worry, because actually it isn't that bad at all. So listen to this. You only need a minimum credit score of a 580 if you put 3.5% down for your down payment. And you also may be able to have a credit score of even a 500. Yep, you heard me right, 500, as long as you can put a little bit more down of like 10% for your down payment. And that's pretty awesome. Now, with your debt to income ratio, which measures your gross monthly income against your monthly debt payments, it cannot exceed 43%. And just to recap, you can only use the 203K limited for non-structural renovations like putting in new carpet, painting, or adding appliances. And the limited maximum amount you can borrow is up to $75,000. And for the standard 203K, you have to be needing some major structural work done on your home, like a new electrical system or a new roof. Now, let's talk about the timeline of work completion. For the limited 203K, the work has to be completed within 9 months of closing. And for the standard, all work must be completed within 12 months of closing. So with the limited, you have a shorter time because the work isn't as extensive. And with the standard, you have a longer time. So now your next question may be, well, how do I find and get qualified for an FHA 203K loan? Like I mentioned earlier in the video, you must find an FHA 203K lender that works with these loans, because not every lender does, and not every loan officer understands the process of how these loans work. So you want to be sure that you work with an FHA approved lender that underwrites these types of loans. These loans are not as easy as a regular loan, and there are some lenders out there that think they know how to do these loans that don't really have the expertise or knowledge. So please be sure you find a lender that has experience with these types of loans. And a great resource for you to check out if a lender knows what they are doing is if you go on the U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development website, simply known as HUD. You can use their search page to see if the FHA lender you would like to use has done at least one 203K loan in the last 12 months, just to make sure that you protect yourself. And when you go to the HUD website, all you have to do is type in the lender's name, and you can see that the lender that you want to work with has experience in these types of loans, and that is pretty convenient for you. Now, is getting a 203K loan right for you? And how do you know if it is a good idea? Well, I would say, in my opinion, if you are struggling to get approved with a traditional conventional loan, you may want to try this loan out, because the 203K is a government insured loan. It will be easier for you to qualify for than with a conventional conventional mortgage. Another reason why this loan may work for you is if you have the patience and time and don't mind putting in a little love and care in fixing up a home. Some other great things about this loan are that you will be faced with less competition amongst other home buyers, because most home buyers really don't want to deal with fixing a home up and going through that whole process, and would much rather buy a turnkey property or a property that doesn't need a lot of work. So that could be a clear advantage to you. You more than likely won't be faced with dreaded bidding wars and not getting your offer accepted. And to be quite frank, I think one of the greatest things about this type of loan is that you gain instant equity, which right there creates wealth for you as a homeowner. If you buy a home way below market value, you can gain instant equity after the repairs are completed, and the home will appreciate up to market value so fast, which really leans in your favor because you bought the home at a discount but brought it up to market value. And a lot of times these properties may be discounted by as much as 42% compared to market listings. So are you convinced yet? So home buyers, just know there are more loan programs out there that are available to help you to become a homeowner besides the traditional FHA and conventional loans. The 203K loan could be a great loan for you, whether you decide to do the limited or the standard loan types. And this loan may be a great way for you to find a less expensive home that just needs a little bit of work. And this will help you be on your way to becoming a new homeowner, as well as creating generational wealth for you and your family. So I hope you took some notes today, or saved this video at least, so that you can refer back to it in the future. And as always, have a wonderful day, and thank you for watching.